Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I just realized as soon as I went live that I didn't change the title for the show because, well, long story short, I'm not going live the way I normally do because of the chaos of my life. You should know by now that this is not a typical type of podcast. If you're watching live, it says that it's Oktoberfest time or something, and it's definitely not. I also think that we are streaming live to lots of different platforms, including Twitch, which Twitch does not like us to stream and broadcast the chat. So maybe Twitch will kick us off of the platform. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. One thing that you should know about me and all of the stuff that I do is that I never really know what I'm doing. I'm just making all of this up as I go along. And as usual, this is a crazy week, but there is a plus side to the crazy week, which I will get into in just a minute. In the meantime, we have to lay out what this is. This is a podcast, and hopefully this week we will get close to being caught up with all of the audio podcasts on your favorite podcast platforms. If not, you can always watch this live. We go live usually every Monday-ish around 9:30-ish. and we do this kind of happy hour thing where we all sit around and we drink together and talk about what's new in the world. Unfortunately, this week we're not really going to dive into a whole lot of news because of chaos. As you guys know, with me, chaos reigns supreme. If you also feel like you live in chaos, hopefully there's some T-shirts coming after the first of the year that you can buy and represent the chaos that you also live in. Stay tuned for that. I also have I do have some very big announcements coming after kind of the new year of kind of why this year has been so chaotic. There's some big things that I've been working on, some stuff that hopefully you guys will be on board with and enjoy. On kind of a shorter, kind of more compact chaos note, this week I'm not gonna promise, but I'm gonna try really, 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 really hard to have a new episode of Cincy Brewcast for you tomorrow. That's my goal. Audio at least. I can't promise both the audio and the video will be tomorrow, but definitely, hopefully, probably audio tomorrow. I shouldn't promise anything. With all that being said, it's a happy hour. We drink together. Everybody jump in and tell me what you're drinking. Let's see. Marco's having a psychopathy. I today had a blood orange psychopathy. That may give you a hint at what this episode of this. It's a little bit shorter. It's not a full hour-long episode. It was going to be part of a multi-part episode of the Brewcast, and I think I'm just going to roll it into one shorter kind of episode, but it should give you a hint at where I was, that I was drinking a blood orange psychopathy. Let's see. Julia is having today's beer vent, the Extra White Vedit. Eric says you've been bought by AB InBev. No, that'll never happen. I've actually talked to people a lot. Not a lot. I've talked to people about that a little bit. Everybody likes to say that everybody has a price. I promise you that the Gnarly Gnome will never be sold to AB InBev. No matter what the price is, it won't happen for a lot of different reasons, which is probably a whole show within itself to really kind of dive into that of why and of what the Gnarly Gnome really means to me and who I am. But I need to crack open a beer, and I'm going to let you guys choose which one it is because I have two sitting in front of me. We got an empty beer glass, which is no bueno on this show. Much like Julia, I do have today's beer vent beer, which is this Extra White Vedit. This is a beer that I've never heard of, I've never seen, and I have certainly never tried. It's got this really cool polar bear hanging out on the label. My kids loved it. I'm curious to try it. 4.7% Belgian wit, or I do still have yesterday's beer too, which is Kronbacher. This is a dark lager. I'm going to let you guys choose. I will say that this Kronbacher is only 11 ounces. There is a chance that I can get through this and also get to that since I have nothing else to talk about. So if you choose this first, we can maybe get through both. Maybe. Not going to make any promises. Marco says the polar bear. Any other votes? I can tell you if I... All right, Julia says they're both good. Polar bear beer. Yes, I meant to say that. All right, we're going polar bear. This seems to be the consensus. There is all kinds of crazy artwork going on in the background of this too. I don't know what any of it means. Don't know anything about this beer. It's a Duvel beer. Eric says that the Kronbacher is good. I've definitely had Kronbacher a lot. All right, we're cracking this one open. Pouring it into a Listermann pint glass. Not proper glassware for a Belgian wit, but you know what? Who cares? So I do this thing whenever I'm pouring a beer that I think should have some yeast kind of hanging out in it. It pours pretty clear right now, but then after I get like half of the pint poured, I give this little shake like this. I don't know if that's proper form or not, but hopefully get some of the stuff going on. It doesn't look like it does, though. Let's see. Julia says, if I manage to dig up a Christmas song about a polar bear, you're drinking that one today. Marco says, if you turn on The Wizard of Oz when you crack open the beer, the images on the label make sense. I don't doubt that. All right, so this pours way more clear than I would think it would for a Belgian wit. That being said, it's beautiful. Big, giant, fluffy white head. A little slight haze to it, but other than that, it's a bright, clear, straw yellow. Let's get our nose in here. Get this mic out of the way. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. Definitely has that big estery kind of Belgian profile. It smells like I'm at Taste of Belgium getting ready to have some chicken and waffles. All right, let me dive in. It's so crazy to me that so many people, their first kind of experience with a Belgian wit beer is Blue Moon. Because technically, I think on the label, these are the same beers. Even Hoegaarden, which I know is probably traditionally kind of what stylistically we think of when we think of Belgian wits here in the United States, is nothing compared to this at all. This is a great beer. Huge clovey. Cloves. I get a lot of cloves. I get a maybe a little bit of oranges and definitely some floral notes. That's a great beer. Hang on, let me dive in again. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that a lot. I've been accurately quoted throughout my history. Oh, look at this. Yes, I am definitely streaming to Twitch because the first Twitch comment has come through. It says knitted whiskey you. Oh, let's put the chat on here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It should be right here. Knitted Whiskey U says, hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. They'll promote my chatbots. That's awesome. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best, flexible and convenient. Order management panel, chat panel, everything in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to streamrise.com. Streamrise.com. No, we're not going to do that. In fact, if I could figure out a way to just get rid of Twitch right now. Oh wait, I can block it from my chat. I don't think this helps you guys at all. We'll just do that. All right, gone there. I hate Twitch. I hate Twitch so much. I appreciate the platform and what it possibly could be, but yeah, it's not fun as a person trying to actually make content. Hang on just a second. We're gonna turn this light down. There, that's better. I lost my train of thought completely. You guys, it's been a heck of a week. So, I mean, I hinted at it. We might as well dive into it. I did record an episode of Cincy Brewcast this morning, and it was a really fun episode for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's we were talking. I stopped at MadTree to talk about kind of their dive into this food program. I'm assuming everybody has seen the news that Catch a Fire is leaving MadTree. They're mutually parting ways. They're leaving, and MadTree is taking over the food program, which I think is. I think I probably say this in the episode. For a lot of people, it's incredibly surprising and kind of shocking, and maybe a little nerve-wracking to think that this food program that's been there for 10 years is going away. For a lot of other people, it's not surprising at all, of course, that they're taking over their own food program. Julia says, you were talking about Belgian beers. Now Blue Moon is the best version of the Belgian wit. That's exactly what I was talking about. So this move to their own food program is big news for a lot of different reasons for different people. So for some people, it's big news because it's shocking. For some people, it's big news because it's not. And it's a sign of kind of things to come from the brewery and from kind of what they're working on in the bigger sense of where MadTree is headed. So I needed to sit down and kind of really hash this out. And I've been working on this blog post for probably, 2 weeks? Well, excuse me. 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now, something like that. Whenever the news kind of dropped, I started working on this blog post, and it turned into this kind of much bigger thing than I thought it was going to be. Hopefully that's a sign of what blog posts are going to look like on the website going forward. I want to take deeper dives into stuff. I want to spend more time on articles than I have in the past. Beer Mumbo says I was told it will be focused on Hot Pockets and they'll have over 30 varieties. Mike Stewart told me. I saw him today. And he looked like he was actually busy. I didn't know that he actually did any actual work, but I would. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say something that may be a little shocking. If a brewery opened and they said, yeah, we're going to have food, but all we're going to do is Hot Pockets, and we're going to have over 30 varieties, I think I'm all about that. I think I kind of like that. I think that sounds like fun. Hot Pockets, the pizza rolls, even the little bagel bites, I'm all about it. It sounds like good drinking food to me. We'll talk about what their food program looks like on the episode. I don't think it's going to be shocking to anybody. It's not going to be a big departure from what you're used to from MadTree, but that's the episode that's coming up. But while after I was there, Julia says I'm in for Hot Pockets, some grilled pizza rolls, and bagel bites. Yeah, I'm all about it. While I was there recording the episode, we finished, and I sat down at the bar to back up all the footage and the audio and all that stuff. Which for anybody that is a podcaster, do that as soon as possible. Always back up your things so that you don't lose them, because if you've never lost them, you will. And sat down and was backing stuff up and kind of doing some quick preliminary work on it, and it started snowing. And so I looked outside. I'm like, you know what? I think I should have another beer. And so I did. I had another beer. And then the snow went away. And then right after that, it started snowing again. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna stay for a couple more minutes, so I did that too, um, and so I had a few beers, and one of those happened to be a blood orange psychopathy, going back to Marco's original comment. Also, I don't know how that little thumbs up just appeared on the screen. Is that a Twitch thing? How did that just happen? I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Did everybody else see that, or was that just me on my screen? I don't know what's going on in my life anymore, including things that pop up on my screen while I'm trying to make a show. Only because I know that there are people counting how many sips that I take. Marco says a thumbs up. Yeah, there was a thumbs up that appeared on my screen. I saw it. I don't know if anybody else did, but I saw it. That's definitely more than 2 ounces. So Eric says yes, an angel got his wings. Eric, did you see it? Julia saw it too. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. Whoever liked something, thank you for liking. I don't really know what that does, but Marco says, but did Julia and Dippa Josh have a Jaeger shot? That is a good question. Does it count as the first snowfall? Did it stick? Julia says we did. All right, it counts. Yeah, it really, like, for a little bit there, like, felt like wintertime, which I'm all about. Christmas is almost here. This is the week where I actually appreciate Christmas and enjoy the winter season. As soon as we get past the holiday, man, I'm done with winter. Julia says it was sticking here at our place, didn't stay around for long, but enough to count. Yeah, that's kind of the way it worked over on this side of town, or that side of town where I was. It didn't stick for very long. But we are. I don't. So we had talked a little bit. A lot of the folks that jump on the stream here are part of the Cincy Pod Squad. We talked a little bit about hopefully trying to get together this winter for a night down at the Chris Kindle Market at the Lager House, and getting a gnome dome, as we call them, an igloo, and hanging out for a night. And it doesn't seem like that's going to happen because I certainly can't plan anything because life. But I will be down there this week for anybody that is also down that way. I will be down on, I think, Thursday. Hang on. Text messages coming in. Oh, there we go. Julia sent a picture of their Jaeger shot. Can you not put this in the chat so that everybody can see it? There it is. If you guys can see that. That is the Jaeger shots. I don't even know if I have Jaeger in my house right now. I guess that's one of those things that this time of year you should probably have, right? I just drink a lot of peppermint schnapps. That's my thing. Julia says no pics or GIFs in chats, which is probably a good thing. No, I can't really. I mean, I could. Eventually I'll have it set up to where I can pretty easily share things, but it would take way too many clicks right now to make it happen, and it's not worth the effort. It's easier just to hold my phone up like that. Eventually I'll get all this sorted out. Within the next, hopefully, year, we're going to be I say we. We're going to be rebuilding this. No, it's just me. I'll be rebuilding this desk here to kind of rework some of the streaming setup. And then I'll finally be redoing this wall behind me here to make that look a little more hip and happening. And with that, also Not that you guys can really see this back wall here other than this goofy corner, but all of that will be redone for a big kind of workbench and kind of hopefully get some better organization done in here. And then you guys can't see this corner, but this is where the little beer fridge is in the studio. We're going to build a little bar in that corner too, just so I guess we have another place to drink in the house. How many bars does a house need? I don't know. DSL joined from X. I've never seen that before. That's fun. I don't know that if you join from X that you can actually take part in the chat. I don't know. If you're on X or Twitter or whatever we call it these days, and you can actually join in the chat, let me know, because that's actually interesting. Let's see. Joe says, hello, hopping on to say I'm drinking a Drummer Boy by Fretboard. Oh, I did something the other day. So I was out with some people for I guess a work thing. It wasn't really a work thing. It was kind of a work thing, and we were at a bowling alley, I think. Oh, look. Julia says you can say hi on TwitX. That's fun. I've never seen a Twitter comment come through before. That's fun. I wonder if that's new or if you've always been able to comment and people just never wanted to. That's fun. Twix. Oh, Twix. I think this was the night that I was thinking of, where I walked up to the bar. I was somewhere where I walked up to a bar, and there were 2 Christmas ales on tap. And one of them was Drummer Boy by Fretboard, and the other one was Great Lakes Christmas Ale. And 99% of the time, I'm going local, and I'm grabbing the Drummer Boy. But for some reason, something came over me, and I said that I just kind of needed to drink some Great Lakes. And it's the first Great Lakes I've had in a while, and it was phenomenal. It was everything that I wanted it to be. I know where I was. This was not the bowling alley. The bowling alley was a whole separate experience. This was for lunch one day, and I went to Birds here in Fairfield, which, shout out to Birds. Love that place. I love stopping there for lunch and grabbing some wings. But yeah, they had they had Drummer Boy and Great Lakes Christmas Ale, and I went with Great Lakes. She also asked me when I ordered my beer, do you want that with the cinnamon? And I didn't know what she meant, and I said, well, if it's a thing, yeah, I probably want it with it. And she took my beer and put a bunch of cinnamon right on top. Not like, it wasn't like rimmed with cinnamon, it was just dumped on top of my beer, which was also fine. It was still delicious. Let's see. Julie wants to know if it was barrel aged or non-Drummer Boy. Joe says it was regular. And it's all good. Drummer Boy is great no matter what. Oh, let's get some more sips in here for the sip count. Here, this will really mess it up. Watch. That's good. Also good. Still good. Marco wants to know if they have a Touch Tunes. They do. Ooh, we could dive into that a little bit. Touch Tunes has been a wonderful joy for me in my bar experiences. It's also caused some chaos in my bar experiences. And one of the situations, which I've probably talked about on the show, one of the bars that the bartender told me that she didn't want me to come back while she was working ever again because I played Ring of Fire 13 times while she was working. It's fine. And that experience is definitely a learning experience. She still hates me, probably. Still one of my favorite bars, whatever. I happen to be at another bar, and I don't always play Ring of Fire when I'm at a bar. But usually, to give you guys kind of a little peek into how I, Who Let the Dogs Out? Who Let the Dogs Out is a very different situation. There has to be other people there that know kind of what's going on. Ring of Fire is kind of more of a all right, let me rewind a little bit. So when I am trying to figure out a bar and trying to experience a bar, especially kind of a neighborhood or dive bar or whatever it may be, I have several visits that I make to that bar to experience what that bar is. The first time is, not the first time, one of the times is during the day. I want to see the day drinkers and kind of that vibe of what that spot looks like. Another time is when it's busy. So in the evening, happy hour or after work or whatever that looks like for that bar. The third time is about chaos. And I know that sounds a little strange, but usually I'll go there when it's kind of in between. It's not super busy, but it's not dead either. And I'll sit at the bar, and I'll wait till somebody starts playing the jukebox, and then I will I'll hit the jukebox with some Ring of Fire, and sometimes I'll do it 5 or 6 times throughout the time that I'm sitting there, to the point where people start to notice. And as soon as people start noticing it and start questioning it, that's when I usually cut it off. Only because it's fun then to watch people try to figure out who's playing it. And 10 times out of 10, there is somebody that immediately they know played it. It's not me that they know played it. It's somebody. It was so-and-so. He always played. There it is again. Yep. Good call. It's fun watching people kind of figure out who they think it was, and it gives you kind of a nice peek into how that bar works as a cultural hub, I guess. It's really hard to explain unless you're there and unless you see it. But kind of where I'm going with all of this is that so I definitely kind of outed myself at one bar. And as I was leaving, I told the bartender, and I said, "Hey, just for the record, I know you were getting a little upset about the Ring of Fire. I'm sorry about it." And I tipped her well, and I always try to be nice to the bartenders, and I apologized, and I said, "I'm sorry if it affected your night." And she never forgave me for it, to the point where maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was out at another bar, a bar that was kind of close to that one. And I was in the bar, and I did play Ring of Fire again, and not 13 times, but I played it a couple times. And as it was playing, there was a guy further down at the bar, and he kind of looked over at me, and he said, "Hey, how you doing?" And I said hi, and he's like, "I think I know who you are." I said, "You do what?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know who you are." He's like, "You're the gnome, right?" And I said, "Oh, yeah. How'd you know?" And he's like, "The Ring of Fire's playing." And I said, "Oh, okay." And so I kind of tried to explain to him, and he wasn't having it. He was not happy with it either, because he knows the bartender at this other bar. He was very grumpy about it. We had a very terse kind of conversation, and left not as happy as we wanted to. Fast forward to the other night, I was back at that same bar for hopefully my last visit before I'm able to sit down and write about him. And he was also there that night too, and we I guess made up. He came up and bought me a beer, and said that he thinks he gets it, and I don't think he said that it was as funny as I think it is, but he kind of started to understand it. So we came full circle, and I think that I redeemed myself a little bit there. Does it really like react to things that I do? How do can I make things happen? Is that like really a thing? I don't think so. Joe says that Caroline kept activating balloons during one of our videos. I have no idea how. How does that happen? Is that really a thing? Somebody Google that. Figure out if I could just make things happen like this. That would be fun. Yeah, nothing. I can't make anything happen. I think somebody has to like the video. I think that's actually what happens. Joe says a thumbs up. Thumb up. No, it doesn't do anything. Look, I'm thumbs up. There's definitely a thumbs up, and there's no thumbs up happening on the screen. 2 thumbs up, 1 thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't do anything. I promise you I'm not doing it. It's somebody else. Maybe, hang on. Let's do a thumbs up with a surprise face. You ready? And nothing. Oh, wait. All right, now we've got some weird. Oh, no. Chat's grumpy. Hang on, my separate chat screen is grumpy with me. So we're going to turn it off. And then we're going to turn it back on. All right. Joe says we weren't streaming live. Julia says, per Google, a thumbs up emoji can appear in Facebook Live broadcast when an audience member comments or clicks a reaction icon. Okay. Marco says, try the middle finger. I'm afraid something will like ban me if I do that. Julia says, I got banned from using emotes because I was spam clicking them. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I can't just make it happen. I'm going to start doing that randomly in every stream that I do. Welcome to the show, guys. Oh my gosh, it did it. there's, okay. All right, hang on. All right, we're going to try that again. All right. Welcome back to the show, guys. Is somebody messing with me right now, or is that really me doing it? Okay. What other things can we do? Are there any other things we can make pop up? This is like my new favorite thing in the world. I think this is a sign that it's probably time to stop the show. The audio podcast is going to be incredibly boring for everybody. Oh, jeez. Now I don't know if Julia's messing with me or if it actually works. What other emojis are possible? Julia says, I'm still banned from clicking the thumbs up, heart, wow face, etc. Are you really? Like, is that a thing? What other emojis exist? Can we make hearts? Let's see. Okay. What other emojis exist? Those are the only ones that I know of. That's amazing. This is like my favorite thing that I've ever experienced in my life. All right, give me some more emojis. What other things could be a thing that we could do? I mean, Julia says, I swear to the beer vent box, that's not me. It's possible it's only an Apple thing. Can you see it, Joe? Like, you can see it on whatever stream, whatever you're watching, right? Like, I'm streaming from, I mean, I guess it's an Apple computer, but I'm streaming through OBS. Like, I'm not. Gray says, try crying. I'm about to start crying because I'm laughing so hard. Marco says, try eggplant. All right. Geez, I don't know any other good emojis. That's got to be an emoji, right? I don't know. Crying. What will crying look like? Like this? I don't know. There's got to be some kind of cheat sheet somewhere of things we can do. This is Eric says, do not take a dump to check that out. Joe says you can use hand gestures to create animated emojis. Yeah. Oh, Julia sent a video to prove that it's not her. I don't trust it. Let's see. Let's watch the video. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the video was. I think it was her trying to do something and it wouldn't let her. Marco says maybe flex. All right. Yes. Nothing. Nope. Doesn't happen. Hearts. Thumbs up and thumbs down. All right, so let's try a thumbs down. Oh, yeah, that worked. That worked. Oh, this is like... This is my favorite thing ever. I love it. Oh, 2 thumbs up creates fireworks? Are you kidding me? There's no Oh! Oh, that's the best one yet. Oh, it takes so long though. All right, let's try it again. You know what? We should celebrate. Oh, this is great. Oh, my streams are going to be so much better than they've ever been before. All right, guys. Now that I've figured out the secrets to the universe, we should start wrapping things up. For anybody who likes this, give it a thumbs up. Oh, man. There we go. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Maybe some hearts. Either way, we'll be back next week with more of this wonderful show. This is... Oh, wait. Rock on equals lasers. Are you kidding me? All right. It's not working. There's no lasers. Peace sign? Nothing. Ooh. Oh, look at that one with the balloons. Oh, man. There's got to be some lasers. Come on. Where are my lasers? Lasers! I need some lasers. Oh, try both hands. Good call. Oh. Is this just like an OBS thing, or is this oh my, I don't even care. This is like my favorite thing in the universe. Oh, the world will never be the same. These weekly streams are now going to be incredibly obnoxious. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys for helping me learn everything that I need to know. Marco says, I did see lasers. Yeah, that was definitely the two-handed. Gotta have the two hands. It's so good. Everything is great. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back next week. And tune in, hopefully, probably, maybe, ideally, tomorrow for a new episode of Cincy Brewcast, where we are talking to Madry about their new food program. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later. Oh, man. Why does my whole life not have, like, weird emojis that happen behind me? Cheers, everybody. Oh, to add to the sip count. this is the sound of more sips. That's good. Another sip. That one's good. Oh, count that one. That's good. So many sips. Cheers, everybody.